I showed you the wall of stuff. I moved my room around. So the entire wall moved from over there, where it was behind the door, to here, next to the computer, and the bookshelf. So nothing's like the same anymore. I took down most of my ribbons, and actually tomorrow will be my last day of swim, because I'm going to scout camp. I've still got the poster and this, and the Pokemon. Most of it's the same, but bits of it have changed. But that's not what I'm going to talk about today. Today I'm going to talk about this thing. So this is the original Rock Raiders HQ. So we were helping our friend clear out her garage and help build a chicken pen in her backyard. And she said she gave us this big box of Legos, and all of us like Legos a lot. So we got really excited because there were a bunch of old Legos, like really old, like that's where he came from, the original Darth Maul. All of his pieces I found in that box and assembled him. And then she said, well, I've got a suitcase that has 2 more full Lego sets in it. And we got really excited because we were like, full Lego sets are way better than little tiny minifigures. And this was one of the sets. The original Rock Raiders HQ. So to give it a bit of a background, they had books for these Rock Raiders that we had like all of. This is the only one I can find right now. But it's got like scientific facts in the edges about all of this. Like about bats and echolocation and walruses and caving. So we knew all the team. And we have everybody except him, who we looked up and he's like $40 on Amazon. So I've discovered that they don't make Lego sets like they used to. For instance, this crane, you grab this and it moves up and down. And it moves side to side. Oops, broke something. It moves side to side, up and down, and it extends. And there are little levers. And this crew member here is Sparks with an S. And down here, we've got Doc, who was the leader of the team other than Chief, who was like the commander person. So he's like the coolest guy. He's got the hat and the body and the neckerchief thingam. Here's Jet, the only female member of the team, and she's the pilot who pilots this little flying speeder thing that looked like an ant there. She flies this, and it lands right here on these little sliding things. And it's got all this caution stuff, which is really cool. It's got all this like detail and stuff. And here's a big laser for drilling. This is Axel's helmet, which I lost the visor to. Where'd Axel go? Oh, he fell. Axel's become a medieval knife fighter until I find the green visor for his helmet and he can go back to being a normal Rock Raider. And here's the mechanic Bandit with his screwdriver working on fixing the laser. I'm Bandit. That's a great name. So, he's standing on top of a box that I think we added. And this laser moves up and down like this. And you stick a rock here. And you can spin it back and forth too. And then he splits it open. And there's crystals inside. There's something else inside of that. But another awesome feature of this set is this cart that moves back and forth with the added advantage of dumping the rock right into the little truck. It moves back and forth. That's the first time I've actually managed to pull that off. So that's the team. Now I will show you something that I decided to do to it. So previously, on this crane, this was operated by just studs. You take the rock with the 4 studs, and you'd attach it 4 studs to this thing. Which is a pain to do one-handed. Which is why I took the initiative and found in the old Legos that our friend gave us this, which is a magnet attached to 4 studs. So I stuck that right on here, and then I put magnets, little toy magnets, in the boulders so that picked up. And then I'll move that one away. All you do is this, dropped off. You come back over here, put another boulder there, lower the crane, rock picked up. Another cool feature about the magnets is that you can hold them both at once without actually having to connect anything. And this laser is pretty cool. You push the button and poof, light. You can take this one off, use this one, I'll pick that up in a second, and then you hit this, poof, that lights up too. Mining crystals. And last is this guy. He's a rock monster, which we had wanted for a very, very long time when we were really little and these sets were new, which is like the year I was like 2. And these guys were like the coolest thing ever, and all they do is literally, this is the only arm that moves. But they've got studs on their back so you can attach stuff, and they hook onto stuff, and I figured out how to make them break dance on the crane arm. Break dancing. But yeah, so we ended up with him, and he's got this weird hole in his hand that I can stuff stuff down. So yeah, that is the Lego Rock Raider set. So when we got that, we were pretty excited. You might not like it as much. I thought it was pretty cool. The other set that came with that one in the suitcase, I will show you in a different video, but it's pretty awesome as well. Actually, the next video I upload will probably be a tutorial on how to tie a bow tie. So look forward to that, and DFTK. Oh, I'm going to talk about getting eaten by a cat now. See this? Kitty. Kitty. He's eating the tripod. He thinks it's fun.